Okay, let us now discuss how to enter the sales order. You already know the sales order can be created through the quotation as well. Once you created the quotation, from that we can convert that quotation into the sales order. But here what we are going to discuss, how to create the sales order without any quotation or the proposals. That means direct creation of the sales orders, right? So as you can go back to the package, so if you go to the customer module, you can see one option is you create the proposal or the quotation and convert that into the sales orders. And another option, you skip this step. That means you don't want to create any quotations and you don't want to create any proposals, but you want to send the sales order to your customer. So we can start this process by starting with the sales order option. So to do that, again, you have two options to access into this particular command. One option is you can go to the task command. From there, if you select the code sales and orders, from that we can select the sales order command. So once you open up the sales order command, that will open up the fresh window whereby you can enter the sales order information into the sheet. And again, remember this, once you enter the information into the sales order and save that, still it is not a full complete transaction whereby the goods and services are not transferred to the appropriate customer. So that's why it is not going to update your ledger accounts, right, until you convert the sales orders into the invoices. That is the first option. Second option, if you are in the customer and the sales module, then you can go to the next button, sales order button, click that, and from there you can select the sales order window, which will open up the basic information about the sales order. So let me quickly go through the information what is required to enter into this particular window as well before we'll do the activities related to the sales order creation. Now here also, first of all, it is directly linked with your customer ledger, whereby you can select one of your customers from the customer list. For example, if you want to create a sales order for the given customer, so you select the customer ID, then appropriate information, billing and the shipping information will appear into the respective places. And then we have to enter the sales order creation date. Again, similar, the date will be the creation date of the sales order. From that point, shipping date, normally it will take, ship date mean the delivery expected date is going to be 1 month period. Again we can adjust that by according to the expectation of the customer. When we can deliver this item, we can adjust that calendar by going to the calendar and giving the appropriate date. So I hope you got the two differences between these two dates. Then the sales order number. So once you enter the first number into the system, you can see automatically second number is taken now. So why the second number is appearing here, you can remember we have already converted one quotation into the sales orders, right? So there we have mentioned our first sales order number is SO001. That's why now the computer is ready to accept the second order because the first order is already gone, right? And similar to that, if it is going to be the drop ship command, dropship mean the item will be delivered from the supplier directly to the customer without sending from your stores. Then we have to tick onto the dropship command. Then only the system knows that no need to deduct that item values from the available stocks, right? So that will be the dropship command, whereby if you are dropping the item straight away from the suppliers to the customer, you can drop. In case if the purchase order is not going to work or not going to purchase the item, then you can remember when we are doing the purchase orders as well as sales orders, you can manually close these orders by ticking into the close order option, whereby you can't do any more transaction related to this sales order if you put a tick onto the sales order closing tab. Then after that, if you know the customer PO number, we can enter. Then the shipping method according to the changes. If you want to change the shipping method for the particular item, it will be taken from the default setting, but if you want to change it, you can still change. And also terms and condition taken from the default settings, but still if you want to change that, we can type and change the new information. Sales reps we are not going to use. And also make sure that accounts need to be selected, that generally need to be the trade receivable account that need to be selected, that is the debit account. Then the item need to be selected from each of the items which you are going to code for the customer need to be selected. and the quantities need to be entered, requested quantity by the customer. So that will show you the total unit prices. Thereby you can know we have two prices, normal and special. According to the information provided to you, you may select the normal price or the special price. Then it will appear with the total value. If the VAT applicable, then you can select the VAT value, and also transport cost that can be entered here, right? And also you can see the journal entry. Similar manner, journal entries will be calculated, but still it says GL accounts are updated only when the item on the sales orders are invoiced. Until the invoice is created and transfer the good to the customer, this is not going to update any of your ledger account. So it's a basic information. And meantime, you can see at the bottom there's a section whereby we can see the current balance of the particular customer, right? Current balance of the particular customer, balance remaining, credit limit, and the balance at the moment. And then the notifications will appear when the limit is exceeded. And further, if you want to get more details, you can click the arrow command whereby you can see the outstanding balance, date, and the information provided to the particular given customer, right? So this is the situation. This is the window which we have to use and then do the things. If we want to print this, we can go to the print, and then I will show you the print preview of the order. So we can go to the print preview option, whereby you can click the print preview. You can see the sales order print preview. So this is the way how the sales orders are going to be printed. You can see the freight charges and all taxes, everything is there. Breakdown of the items, all other condition, expected delivery dates, everything will go to the customer, whereby he can confirm the order or he can reject the order, right? So this is the situation. So hopefully you got the idea of what we need to enter into the particular cages. And now we'll go to the activity. We are handout. So as you can see, the handout is giving more explanation about this. You can read, and this is the activity we are going to process now. Activity number 10.3, which asks you to follow enter the two different sales orders. So we will be creating two more sales orders, sales order number 2 and sales order number 3, directly from the system. So we'll go back to the sales orders, click the sales order, and then open up the new sales order option, and then enter the information. First customer will be ABC001. Select your customer code and all the information will appear appropriately. Then the creation date will be the 5th of April. So you need to change the calendar, 5th of April. Then you can go to the other information. You can see the expected delivery date is going to be 1st of May 2020. So it is already there selected. So we can keep that. And SO number also correct. SO number 2, sales order number 2. And the purchase order of the customer A201 is given. So we can enter A201 is the purchase order of the customer. Then we can go to the next item. So it's a customer pickup method is the shipping method used. So you can see the default settings also given the same method. We don't have to change it. Then the account numbers, actually it needs to be the account receivable, CL account. So you have to change. At the moment trading account is appearing there. So you need to change that into 1100 CL trade receivable account. That is the debit account, customer ledger. And the two items is going to purchase. CTG001, first item, select the item CTG001, and then enter the quantity requested by the customer. So we will be giving him quantity of 100 units. That will be the quantity, and the price need to check. Now it says we are giving him a normal price, so we have to make sure that the normal price is applicable. You can see the normal price is there. So the total value come to 225,000 without VAT. And then the second item for the same order, CTL001 item, CTL001, again the quantity requested 40 units this time. And the unit price again need to be calculated based on the normal price. So you need to select the normal price, and the account numbers are correct. No need to change anything, automatically taken. And the value will be 54,000. Then the VAT 8% is applicable. You can apply the VAT, and then the value will appear like 22,320 for the VAT, and no freight charges according to the information. No freight charges. Total bill value 301,320. At the moment, journal entry look like this, where you can see the Inland Revenue Department, that is VAT control account, is credited 22,320, and the sales account, cotton trousers, Gents one is credited 225,000 and cotton trousers ladies credited 54,000. Overall value of 301,320 is debited to the customer account. So this is how it will update the ledgers later on when you convert this into the invoice. So to update the information into the system, we can click the save button. So that will be saved. Then you can see you are about to save the transaction that is not in the current period, because you can see I have changed my period. It doesn't matter within the financial year, you can allow it, say yes, right? So that because why, let me show you why that appearance, because this particular period now I am in the future period and doing the transaction for the month of April. So if I want to change that, we can highlight this first month and click OK. Then hereafter I am not going to get that message again, right? So you will be able to see that. So then let's go to the next order. So the new order, again we will be creating one more order. You can see this time our customer will be WA001. We will select the customer WA001, and the date of creation of this particular order 11th of April. So we'll change 11th of April, and expected delivery date is 11th of May. So that need to be changed as a May 11th. 1 month will take, and the SO number is correct, SO003 automatically taken, and the purchase order of the customer 500. So we can enter that. Then method of delivery, shipping method, we will use the customer pickup method, that's same, and you can see the terms and conditions are COD for this actually. So he need to pay the balance immediately, but we are going with the credit, so we will be not changing anything here, right? Then the account number is correct, 1100 CL account, that is correct. Item you want to sell for this particular customer, it's a quotation, sales order. The office suits BL, that is 15 inches blue color, office suit 15 inches blue. You know this is going to be your master stock, so whereby you have to carefully select. So we can go to the item selection, then we can go to the list. You can see the office suit in the master stock, click that, then go to the 15 inches first, then select the blue color. So that is the way you need to select. So the items is requesting 20 units and the special price is offered to the customer. So we should select the special price. So that will be 2025 and total value will be 40,500. Same manner he is buying 15.5 inches blue color 20 items as well. So we will be going back to the same folder. This time select the size 15.5 and again select the blue color item and enter the quantity requested, again 20 units. Price need to be the special price again, so we will give the special price. So the total value comes with the VAT 87,480. VAT is applicable, and also we are going to charge the transport cost of 1,000 rupees to the customer. So that will be entering under the freight charges. Now you can look at the journal entry. This time we can see there are 4 credit accounts, 2 sales account, and the VAT control account, and the other income, that is freight income account. Other than that, the total value will be debited to the customer account. So it's a perfect transaction. Again, to update your database, you can click the save button, and then if you go to the list command, you can see 3 orders are there. Order number 1, which was converted from the quotation into the order. Order number 2, order number 3, directly created orders. So I hope you got an idea how to create the orders directly and indirectly. Now we are moving into the next discussion, whereby you can see enter sales invoices.